Welcome back to No Man's Land for episode 8 with me, Farm Sim Snowy. Oh, good morning everyone. I'm just inspecting my broken window after last night's drama. I was asleep in bed. Obviously my bed's just the other side of the window, when I was woken up by a loud crash. A bird had flown into the window and ended up right by my bed. Unfortunately it died, but that's tonight's dinner sorted. Anyway, we've had some things happening. First of all, I put on our help menu. Our silage is 100% fermented, so we can sell that off. These 3 fields are ready to harvest. Those 2 soybeans and wheat in there, which was going to be for our chickens. And as for prices, the soybeans topped out at 16.75, so I think what we'll do is quickly get those 2 fields harvested and we'll sell all of it off in one go. Hopefully they won't start going down in price. The silage we could sell at the store, which is actually going up, so that's quite good. But I'm thinking of another sell point this episode. We will see. So first things first, let's go and grab our combine. I think I'll get a worker going on those 2 fields of soybeans, and while they're doing that, because after this harvest of all these fields, I wanted to try and extend some of these fields. I think if we get the workers going, I'll go over the back there and start chopping some trees down. I won't bore you with that though. I shall just do that off camera and bring you back in when all this has sort of been done and we're ready for the big sell-off. So I'll try and get as many trees cut down as I can, and like I say, oh, here we go, unfold. All it does is move the steps round. Still, we have to do things right. Right, let's get him going on there. How are our chickens doing by interest? Look at the eggs we've got. Holy smoke. So yeah, they're going to need a clean up as well. I'll run round and do that quick. How many chickens do we own now? 379. Yeah, they definitely need a clean up. Look, they've only got 71% cleanliness. And their food is going down. But that is why we grew wheat in that field over there. So hopefully that should top them up. I don't know if it will max them out, but it will top them up. Right, where's our Fent gone? I'll go and clean the chickens up. So like I say, when everything's been done and when we're ready to sell, I shall get you back in. Just finished harvesting this field, so I'm going to grab the Fent and unload what he's got in there. So you can see now we've harvested this field. Look, bottom right, it's going to need liming. So we've obviously done 3 harvests on this field now, but we'll worry about that in a minute or later. So if we take what they've got in here, which I don't think it's going to be too much, That's not bad actually, we're over halfway. And then we'll load up with all the rest of the soybeans. Take a dodgy shortcut through there. Chickens are making a mess again already. It's really dark over this side in the mornings. Right, we don't want to tip that, we want to take more soybeans out. So we're probably going to have to use the other trailer. How many we got left in there? Ooh, that's annoying. We've got just over 12,000 left. And I'm pretty sure that trailer's only 12,000. So we're going to have to do 2 trips maybe. Although I did just notice we've got some canola stored and the prices are going up on that, so that's good. So maybe we could take both trailers down with soybeans and canola next time. So we'll get all of those off. Like I say, unless we just leave them in there, there's only going to be 496 litres. That's not a lot, is it? Dump that off there because we need to connect up this way around. Ooh. Dodgy reversing. There we go. Right, we've got 33,000 litres of soybeans. We'll put our covers on just in case it rains. Ooh, I'm excited to see how much money we can make from this. Anyway, I'll whiz down to the sell point and I'll see you down there for the big sell-off. Here we go. Let's get our covers off. Let's do the back trailer first. Somewhere where you can see the money going up. Still going. Oh, brilliant. $20,000. Just over. That's just off the smaller trailer. Ooh, I love it. What's this one gonna make? Come on. 150. Let's get there. 35,189. Look at that. So that worked out well for us. Happy, happy days. Right, so let's get back up the farm. Let's just check the canola prices in. We may as well wait until they finish going up, and where they top off we'll sell them. And it's going to be a question of what we're going to grow next. But I want to try and extend those 2 fields if we can today. So So I think when we get back up the farm, I'll get a worker going on harvesting the wheat field, which we're not going to sell because that's for our chickens, and I'll carry on cutting some more trees down because I need to clear that area to extend that top field. So I'll see you back up at the farm. Right, so we'll get them going on this. They should have a problem with this side now because we own the plot next door, so in the early days they couldn't handle this little strip. Right, cool. He's off and running. He won't take long to do that. I'm going to whiz over here, carry on with some trees, and I'll see you in a bit. Put a few trees down over the back there and load it up, so that'll earn us a little bit more money. But our helper's finished harvesting this wheat, and I've just realised that I made a mistake because I should have enabled the straw swath, because we could have got some straw off of this field, but I didn't, so that's my bad. And we could have stored that in case we get any animals in the future, but that was my mistake. I messed up. Still, I don't know how much we've got off of this field. This will just go straight into the chickens for feed. I shouldn't think it will be a lot, so hopefully that it will all go into their trough. I think because we've got quite a bit of money now, I'm thinking we should buy another plot and get a BGA installed so we can sell off our silage. So that'll be the next thing. I've got my eye on one plot. I've had a little off camera, had a little whiz round some of the map, not all of it because it's huge. Just looking at different plots that we could buy for different sale points, because I don't want to have everything all clogged up round our farm like this. This plot here, it looks really good. It's kind of sort of like set up for a sale point, but I'm thinking that would be better off having a sawmill in there because it's surrounded by all these trees, different plots of trees, so that would be good for that. I kind of would like something off of the main road, so I was thinking down here, it's not too close to the shop. I want things spread out a little bit so we're feeling as if we have to actually drive to go to places. So I was thinking plot 47 for the BGA, because then you come off the main road and we can eventually build this track up and have it coming up in off of here somewhere. So that is the plan. So I think while we're here we'll just crack on with it and buy plot 47. Scary stuff. So that's taken quite a chunk off of us, but it's all part of the progression. And what I'd like to do as well is ideally our new large field is get some other crops growing in there, because at the minute that's just sat there doing nothing. Because these 3 fields here that we've just harvested, they're going to need liming now, so they can wait for a minute because we haven't got a lime spreader. So that's another headache we've got. But I think if we get this loaded up, I'll fill it up to maximum. I'll probably have to do a little bit of that field myself, but then I'm going to trust a worker to do some of it, which probably set myself up to fail with that. We had trouble with this last time, didn't we? The trigger's right over here for it. Still, that's done. Question is now, what do we grow? Canola's stopped going up. That was going up just a minute ago. That's stopped. We've got some there. I might sell that because that'll give us some more money. We could do canola again in the big field because that is quite a good earner along with soybeans. I don't want to keep doing soybeans again. Or maybe we should go for something like oat. Then we could get straw off of that if I remember to activate it. The prices are going down on oats, but by the time that's grown, it might have gone up. Wheat and barley, you do get quite a lot off of your fields for it, but they're never normally that good at paying out. Sunflowers would be good, but we need a planter for that, and we haven't got one. I think let's go for oats in this field. Now, for a worker to be able to handle this field, I'm going to have to sort of do a rectangular shape. If they do miss anything, we can sort it out. First things first, let's change that to oats. Turn that on and off we go. So I'll get this done and I'll set a worker off, see what damage they can do. Like I say, if they miss any bits I can just come back in and go over it. But it'll just save us having to do it, and then we can go and have a look at our new plot and get the BGA done. I tell you what, I could probably get away with just doing another strip up there. I don't necessarily have to do all of that to our left. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll drive up the far end, watching this tree. Should miss that, yeah. If I can set them off in this corner, they might be able to cope. So if we go something like that, I'll turn it off, lower it down. Let's see what they can do there. They're off. Oh, that's because I jumped out. I'll sort that out in a minute. Right. Let's jump straight into buying the BGA, which I think is in silos. This is just going to give us another option of selling our silage, and I'm hoping the prices are going to be better than the store. So this is what we want. So that's going to cost us 35,000. We definitely don't want to be there. If I turn the mini map on, and I know where we are, 47. So this is our plot we've bought. I'll zoom out a little bit. Yeah, so these trees I'm not fussed about. There's too many there, they can stay. We've got a random rock there, but the track's just here, look, and the main road's just over there to the left. So I was thinking we can come in off the main road up this track, and I was thinking maybe to be able to drive up to it and then drive round the back as well. We'll get as close to this rock as we can. Let's just check how much that is going to cost us. So it's not costing us any more, it's costing us 35, which is what it should be. Oh, let's go for it. Boom. And there's our BGA. So now, if we go into our sell point, we've got another sell point, look, the biogas plant. Doesn't take everything, it would do potatoes, sugar beet, sugar cane, and then we can sell silage. Look at the price for silage, 720. I know the vehicle shop is going up, but it's not going to match that. And then we can sell slurry and manure there if we have any pigs or cows, which they produce that, so that's good. Because let's turn all that off. I'm going to test it and see if it I was going to do the track actually, but I could probably do that off camera because I'm not sure you want to settle through that. And then I'm going to make obviously the area better, and as we earn a little bit more money, we've got a spare bit of money, I'm going to make it look nicer, like a proper place to go, so like fence or hedges round it. But I can do all that off camera, but that's going to cost us all money. So I think what we should do is sell off what canola we've got, and then what I want to buy is this thing, because this is so much easier to get the silage out of our bunker. It's an amazing bit of kit, this milling machine. It's like a hoover. It just picks up everything off of the ground, and it can pick up pretty much everything down the bottom there. So we're going to invest in one of those. I'm not too worried about the colour, because that's going to cost more if we start changing that. Yeah, I'm not paying 1,000 just for a colour change. That is fine. We will buy one of those, and then you just scoop it up in the pipe there. It folds out and it chucks everything into the trailer that you've got behind. So that's pretty cool. The only problem we've got is we haven't got a tractor, have we, to go and pick it up, because our friend over there is doing that. Right, when he's finished that, I'll bring you back in. I'll go and cut some more trees up, because we can't do anything until we've got the tractor. That's the only trouble with having a one tractor farm. So that's that field done with oats. I'm just going to wash off our seeder because it needs a bit of TLC. It's got a bit dirty. It needs repairing as well. I've lost a lot of paint off of there, look. It's been a right little workhorse though since we bought it. That's good, that'll do. So, what's it gonna cost us? 12 euros. Cheap as chips. I started to sell a few logs over there, but obviously that field's been done now, so we can go to pick up our milling machine. At the same time, we're going to put some canola in this trailer, sell that because it's all extra money. This is our biggest trailer, isn't it? We'll take this one. That milling machine's quite heavy as well, but if we've got the trailer on the back, that should counterbalance us. Let's save buying a weight. So we want canola. It's $12.94. That's pretty good. Not bad. All extra money in our back pocket. Right, I'll whiz down to the store with this and I'll see you down there. Let's find out how much we get for this then. We can get over, oh come on, let's get near 20 grand. Yes, beautiful. Wow, that was better than I was expecting. 24,665. Happy with that. We're over 30,000 now again. So there's our milling machine. It's going to look absolutely massive on our little fence. But it is an amazing bit of kit. So I'll whiz back up to the farm and we'll start loading up this silage to sell it. Oh, you can just see our BGA there, look, off to the right in the distance. I did end up adding the extra digestate extension, because I think we probably will need it in the end if we carry on doing a bit of silage work, but I'll show you it in more detail in a minute. But there it is. So I'll see you in a sec. Alright, let's get to it. I'll just turn that off for a second because we need to uncover this. How much did we get in here again? Oh, it's not going to tell us. Yeah, there we go. So we uncover it. It's all fermented. 270,714. So that is a good amount. And then I'll show you the benefit of this machine. So if we unfold it, pipe out. And then if I turn that off so you can see better, if we start it up and lower it, and like I say, it's just like a big vacuum, so it just sucks everything up off the ground and fires it into the trailer. Although it looks a bit odd because it's going through the trailer. Oh well, what do we care? Ideally we could do with getting a bigger trailer, especially for this, because we're only going to get to 21,000 and that's going to be it. Look at the steam coming off of it though. I bet that stinks. Right, so we're full up. So if we turn that off and detach that, we've got our first load of silage. So let's go to our new BGA. Exciting times. The only thing with the BGA, it's not like your normal standard sell point. you don't get paid out straight away. You get paid at midnight from the BGA for some reason, so we're gonna have to wait for our money, but it'll be a nice surprise as soon as we hit midnight and see how much we earn. Just a bit of in-cab driving. So yeah, just over there we're heading to. Also, the only other trouble with us adding more sell points and buildings like that is, where's our track? I've got to keep it. So the track will eventually be here. Look, I did make up the track as far as I could until it said we do not own this land. So I thought we could come in, look, off this bit, and I've concreted it all out so it looks like a proper industrial place, if you want to call it that. This should let me tip this. I was just wondering why it didn't come up with a trigger. If we jump out, because up there we've got a digital reader, so it does digest quick. Look, you see it counting down, so it's going to be quite quick process. So we're already empty, and then I made it sort of this stretch because eventually you'd come round here and you'd get your digest date. I expect there's none. Yeah, there's obviously not any ready yet. But you'd collect your digest date from there, and then we could drive round the back with our random rock, which is now concreted in. It's a little feature of the BGA, and then we'll come back out and we're back up to the main road. So cool beans. But what I was trying to say to you is, with our places like that we're buying, because this will be in our garage now, the BGA, because we own it. Actually it's not going to show you there, I'll have to go back into it here. It costs us per day €35 a day for the BGA and €17 a day for the extension tank. So it doesn't sound a lot, but when we start getting a few of these down, it's soon going to add up. So I may have to come up with an idea or a plan just to counteract that, because I don't think it's very fair that we get charged per day for stuff like that, because we need them on the map and it brings more life to the map. So if I can find something to sort of counterbalance the costs per day, I will do that, unless you think that's cheating, but I don't think so, because every time we place something down like that we're going to use our hard-earned money for it. But if we can just get the costs covered per day by another source, then I think that's fair enough. So I'm going to do a few trips backwards and forwards with the silage, and I'll see you a bit later. I might do a bit of a time lapse here or not, I don't know. I've got a proper little setup going on here now. I've got both the trailers, and if I put them outside like that, it registers that they're there and it just fills them up. So pretty cool. When that one's full up, it will swap on to the next trailer. So it shouldn't take us too long to get this done. but I'll carry on with it, and I'll see you when I've done it all. And then that's all that cleared out. So roll on midnight, that's what I say. Be interesting to see how much money we've made. So we'll get this down to the BGA, and then I think our chickens probably need a little bit of tending to again, and our oats have started to come through already, so we can fertilise them. And I think we'll wrap the episode up there after we've done those little bits. So quite a lot done again this episode. I'll turn that off, put that away. I think we'll sit that down somewhere there for now. So 18,714 left. So definitely probably going to be doing some more grass work and silage work later on. I've got more logs there I can sell. And then off camera, in between this episode and the next episode, I'll get rid of all those trees. And then hopefully next episode we'll look at extending those two fields, the top one and our original field. Get rid of our farmhouse, sell that off, or knock it down. Probably just set fire to it, it'd be easier, I expect. It's made of wood, so probably not the best thing to do actually. So there we are, our first new sell point, new bit of the map out of side of our farm. Kind of thinking earlier when I was driving down here that I probably should have made this path, this track over to the left a bit, because as you come in now you kind of got to do an outward swing. It's not a problem, but if we do put a fence up or what's going on here? Oh, there it is. I was going to say, every time I've come down here the triggers come up, and now it's not. There it is. I think it's a bit finicky. So yeah, this thing is eating this is quicker than what we can tip it in. So that's good. I'm not sure we've got any digestate ready though. It's obviously going to take its time to get through. Right, I'll run up back to the farm and I'll see you up there for a bit of a tidy up with the chickens and fertilise that field. I'll see you soon. Alright, let's go and sort these chickens out. Messy little so-and-sos now, aren't they? There's a few of them in there. Oh, still it's only a little bit, but it's enough to keep us busy. That's the only thing with the animals when you've got them. You've got to keep looking after them. And obviously the more you've got, the more you've got to do to look after them. Right, let's put that down a bit before I tip myself over. I'm going to drop those down there, out of the way. Right, fertilising. I should get away with not putting arrows on there. Soon find out. Let's grab our spreader. Now, I suddenly realised earlier as well that you remember the big bags of fertiliser and lime we had out here, spread out here? We got rid of them and tipped them in our silo, and I forgot all about them, so I'm going to fill this up from there, which is good. That saves paying for it. Alright, let's whiz over here and do this field. Oh, let's double check we're on 45 meters. Yeah, sweet. Zoom out, we can see better. There we go. Look at the spread on that. That reminds me of a funny story, actually, saying that. Look at the spread. When we were kids, I think we were early secondary school, so we're probably only about 11 or 12. I had a birthday party at home. My mum put on like a buffet for us all, and one of my friends, he turned around to my mum and said, "What a lovely spread that is." And I just thought, what? I mean, for us, someone and a kid of about 11 or 12 to come out of a saying like that, I was like, where did that come from? I was just a random story. It just reminded me of that. I just thought it was a bit odd for a kid that age to come out with a saying like that. What a lovely spread you've put on. Ah, well. This is another good investment, this spreader. Probably get a way of turning that down. That's probably on 28 now, was it? I think I pressed it twice. Yep. Might have to go up another one here. Oh, we're on for. Ooh, I'm wasting it now. I couldn't tell whether we were on 45 or not. I think I got most of that. We'll just keep it on 45. Brilliant. So that should be fully fertilised. Yeah, as you can see, those other 3 fields are going to need lime, but if we're going to extend this one all the way down to the road and this one up to this road, we'll hold off of the lime, because obviously as we create a new field they're going to need liming as well, so we'll do all that in one hit. But apart from that, I think we'll call it a day. So I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Been frantic as usual. If you have, please give us a like, and if you don't subscribe yet, then please do, and don't forget to smash that notification bell so you don't miss any future videos that I do. I've been Farm Sim Snowy. Stay frosty.